This year, 2025, to mark the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia and Transphobia, IDAHOBIT 2025, which was on 17th May 2025, Aggie had a series of events that took place across Nigeria, in Lagos and Abuja. Here are some highlights of the events.
For the first time, I would say that Free to Be Me brought this word that a lot of organizations are mirroring: annual reflection and planning. Now we come out with plans that we can mirror it for the next year. And I think for me, that is also like a big win, because our organization took it, and then anytime we go for retreat, we plan for the year, and then it has been like a tool that governs us. And so when donors see that, okay, out of a retreat, this is the document you brought us, they begin to understand that even though we might not be big, but we are serious and we understand what we are doing.
We believe that even when Free to Be exits, because it will exit, the community is stronger. It has forged a stronger relationship, and they have taken ownership. I forgot to mention that that's one of the key things of Free to Be, local ownership. So the Committee of Action has been in the driver's seat of the program in both countries. It means that they are the ones that have come up with whatever interventions they think will work in the country, and have been driving it.
The Free to Be program has enabled our organizations and movements to pay really close attention to that, because when we're talking about intersectional programming, it's very important that we use a bigger lens to look at the realities of LGBTQI plus persons in Nigeria and ensure that no one is left behind.
I must applaud the partners that we have worked with. They have been very supportive. They have been very hardworking. A lot of them are very hardworking, trying to ensure that we have, our common goal is achieved. And I see a lot of passion. And I feel this is just the beginning. There's more work to be done. Our work is never done as activists, but I feel, we're getting somewhere, and we one day hope that the Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act in Nigeria will be repealed. We know some of the work that we have done to support our partners to have some of the parts of the bill repealed, but we hope that one day we'll have a total decriminalization.
At the end of the screening, some participants had some thoughts to share.
My name is Ijoma Young, and I'm one of the producers of Sparks of Transformation, which is the documentary of the Free to Be Me project in Nigeria.
So, what hopes do you have for the key and marginalized populations for whom this was done?
It's important for us to always tell our stories in whichever form or shape or form that it comes in. And for us, this is an opportunity to do that, an opportunity to let our people tell their own stories and speak their mind and let us know how their lives are going, the challenges they face. So my hope is that this project allows us to be able to do that. This project allows us to hear and see the voices of people, and hopefully helps us in changing public perception because of the challenges that our people face. Hopefully we are able to use this to change public perception and allow our people to live their lives. Like one of the people in the documentary said, just let people live their lives and be able to live their full life just as human beings, like everybody else is allowed to.
All right, thank you very much.
If there's one thing that I will say personally, is the capacity that it has built for me and my organization, Let's Initiative, and which I know that it has really shot us up to the level where whenever we look back, we will always remember that he was Free to Be project did this for us. So I think that's a really wonderful thing to look at.
So my hope for them is, even as Free to Be is exiting from Nigeria, that they're able to carry on the good work of advocacy for the rights of LGBTQI plus persons
that they're able to thrive, that they're able to make money and live very good lives. That's my hope. And that we find more allies, find more people who are willing and open and accepting of the queer community in general.
All right. Thank you very much.
Everybody on this planet has the right to be who that person wants to be. And that's a human right. And that's a very normal right. It's not asking for the moon. It's just, this is who I am. Can you accept me? Can I be who I want to be? And it seems that in this day and age, 2025, there is still a problem. People still complicate things, and many people are still not allowed to be who they want to be. And what we saw in the documentary were people who are helping other ones, who are assisting, who are building organizations, who are building capacity to assist those who just simply want to be who they are. And that's a great thing. That was a very positive message from the documentary, I thought.
Well, through this movie and through Free to Be, we have had a whole lot of acceptance and inclusivities of the LGBT community persons in Nigeria. And the reason why we're here today, you can see around that it's not only the LGBT persons that are here, we also do have other stakeholders. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm better education by name. So I work for Community Health Initiative for Youth in Nigeria in the capacity of the director. I'm also the organization is not a part of the community of action Free to Be. So I'm also a member of the Free to Thrive. Is the fellowship under Free to Be.
All right, Bethel, you're
we
welcome.
met in Niger.
Oh, that's cool. So you came all the way from Niger?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So welcome to Lagos.
Thank you.
And welcome to this event.
Thank you.
So yeah, briefly, can you tell us, your thoughts on the projects, the production of this documentary, and then the whole of the Free to Be made?
This is a project that speaks to the needs of the community, to the LGBTQ plus community in Nigeria. This is a project that is also very flexible. That we have not seen this kind of project in Nigeria before. However, for us being a member of Community of Action, we also represent a group, a working group that is economic empowerment. So this is where we are coming from. So this project has done so much within the community, at least to help the poor people to achieve economic justice, economic empowerment, and also to be financially independent and financially free. So Free to Be in Nigeria for us in chain, based on the party we are working, is on economic empowerment. So the community members, the LGBT community members in Nigeria, at least they are economic. They've achieved economic development, economic justice.
Oh wow. Okay, thank you very much, Bethel.
One thing I would say is the title really follows, because the truth is, coming into myself and getting to know my sexuality and getting to find community, one thing I have grown to see is the transformation that has happened in people's lives, even in my life, as a queer person, as a filmmaker and activist. One thing I'm sure of that I can count on is the transformation that I've seen happen in people's lives. And this really depicted that. The stories that were told, the people that were brave enough to actually come out and tell those stories. Like somebody said during the viewing, like, I wish I had this growing up. I wish I had people like this that I could see and know that there was hope for me. So it really was a transformative thing to watch.
The message I give back to People's Foundation is eventually what they have given back to Nigeria. Okay, they have made a lot of impacts, and our message is let their impartation continues subsequently in any other project that they are doing or that they are intervening on. And also, I would not also want them to leave this particular intervention that they have carried out in Nigeria to just go in vain. That they should have an eagle eyes to look at how far have these ones gone. They should also tinker around an envisioned intervention. Is there any other way we can come support this process? So these are the things we are telling People's Foundation. okay, that they should do more as they are living, and their documentaries. And also another thing that is very key is that they should also try and make all their documentaries available, especially for the community members, and also for the state, and also for Nigeria as a whole. So that anytime, any day, Nigeria is repealing their SSMPs and the rest of them, they will know that there has been an ongoing intervention even before now. These are very key to us because we need to leverage on them.
For one, the Free to Remain program has been very empowering. We've seen how communities, especially within the community of action of the Free to Remain program, have been able to get, I don't know how to put it, but organizations have been empowered in a way that they are now standing firm even after the program is about to end. I'll give you for instance, my organization, where when we started, we just joined the community of action. And I can tell you for a fact that the support that we got from the Free to Remain program, it has positioned us to be one of the leading organizations in this country. And for truth, it is something that I wasn't so sure that it was going to happen. But for every project that we have done under the Free to Remain program has been so important, so needy, that it is going to continue even after the program is done. So it has been very impactful, and I'm really grateful to Heroes for the support that it has given to not just my organization now, but other organizations within the country to be able to stand firm when it comes to advocating for the rights of poor individuals.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have a lot to say to the community, but for a matter of time, I would say that the documentary was amazing and it had a lot of messages for the community, and the impact that the company has done to the community has been a lot. The Free to Remain project actually showed us a different aspect of what safety and security should look like and what safety and security in real sense is like. So for the community, I would like to say that even after the project, we should keep up the good work for all the partners, for all the core members, for all the staff on the project. We should keep up the good work, keep working for and with the community. Thank you, because together we can do a lot.
All right. Thank you very much. It was nice having you.
Thank you.
My name is Michael. I'm the ED of Access to the Health Initiative.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Michael. It's nice having you here. Yeah, so we just watched the documentary Sparks of Transformation, and I guess you might have a thought or two to share with us. So let's have it together.
Well, Sparks of Transformation is a documentary that was shot to talk about all the progress we've made on the Free to Remain project, and then we have listened to all the great achievements made across all the different pathways that implemented the Free to Remain project, both from the public, building public support, legal and advocacy pathway, economic empowerment, and building strong foundation. So all of that was talking about all the transformative ideas and innovation we have gone through, and all the great achievements that we have also made. And then screening this on the day we are also celebrating IDAHOBIT 2025. It's also very remarkable because it's also leading to that transformation that we want to see as a country, leading to that fact that we want to see a society where there are no violence targeted against anybody based on their sexual orientation and gender identity. So it's been a very wonderful journey, and then we're hoping that Free to Be Me will also have a replica, maybe another program that will also have to continue all the gains that have been made on this project has been confessed by the members of the community and the beneficiaries and the implementers themselves as well.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Michael, you've heard it. The journey continues, and we keep hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And it was nice having you.
Thank you.
When I had my challenge was my neighbors, they always abused me because of my behavior, and at that they took for me because I think I could help.
So that's really difficult. There was no friend to reach out to. no family members to reach out to. It was very difficult for me growing up.
I was praying and I was fasting. I didn't go to church. Crying and begging God to please take out the spirit from me. Until the 14th day, I almost died. That was all opened up.
And my sister also tried. But I tried so hard. When she's alone, she doesn't eat, she doesn't interact with anybody.
I know the battle of rejection.
I cried. I say, I don't know that I will see you again.
He then asked me if it's a cause or if somebody forced me that I'm gay.
I started believing the narratives that there's actually something wrong.
All right, so we are here with Aliyah, and I just want to inquire from her what she thinks is the way forward after this documentary. So Aliyah, just share with us your thoughts about this documentary that we just watched.
Well, it is an educational one, and it's something that people need to watch in a very safe and serene environment, so that counter reflections and as well to speak about what love is. And it's something that people, if you go through it, you really enjoy it. And I will urge families to as well go through, or maybe read, or maybe see it with their faces, and to see how other family love their family members, and how it has been so successful for us to work together. Thank you very much, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliyah. All right, guys, we are still here at Foreign Missions, and we are trying to know the reactions from our audience on the documentary Bridges of Love that was produced by Aggie and supported by Hivo's Spirit to Be Me project. So I am here with Mr. Scott, and I want to ask Scott, what do you think about this documentary? Having been in this documentary from the very start, having also been shot in the documentary too, what do you feel about this documentary?
I have to say that this documentary, from my perspective, is a success story, and because it's something that has never really been done. This aspect, this strategy has not really been used to what do you call it, amplify advocacy within our movements before. And using this now, it just opened a lot. It's like an eye opener for advocacy, for communities, for organizations. And for me particularly, it makes me feel like there is hope. You understand? It makes me feel like there is hope. It makes me feel like we can actually get more results if we can penetrate more with this kind of strategy. You understand? So because at the end of the day, if you want a change within a community, you have to first change the hearts of people. You understand? And who are the people we need to first start? So we need to start changing their hearts is
from the
family. From the family, when you have family, they can always intercede in spaces within their friends and churches and thereabouts. When we have more population accepting, we can have the law being revoked.
All right, just quickly tell us what you think about coming out, because in the documentary you said you don't want to come out to your parents until you have graduated from university. Is there any factor that you considered before thinking about, finishing your university first before you come out to your parents, and then also use it as a general note for members of the community?
Personally, whenever I want to talk about coming out, I like to first state the fact that I'm part of the privileged field. And my perspective is not a roadmap for everyone, because our realities are different. Everyone have the stories, the dynamics of their family. It wasn't so much of a problem for me. Like I said in the documentary, more of the issues I had was with myself. I discriminated myself. I almost took my own life on several occasions. I had issues with my own sexuality because I was a very religious person. So basically, I wouldn't tell someone that this is how you should do to come out. But I know that if you ask me that what do you do to come out? How did you come out? I will tell you that I waited until I was a graduate. I waited until I was able to fend for myself. That seemed like it seemed like a plan B for me. But if in case my family didn't accept me and they throw me out, I would know that yes, I can, at least I have an education, I have a degree to compete outside there in the world, to be able to fend for myself, to be able to provide a living for myself, And I tried with what do you call it, with my mom, because I felt like I and my mom were very close. We have a good relationship. We gist, we talk, if I'm hungry, I'm talking to her. If I'm sad, if I'm happy, it's always my mom. And using that part worked for me. It might not work for someone else. Basically, what I would tell someone that wants to come out, I'm not going to tell you how to come out. I'm not going to tell you that it's a must that you have to come out. In fact, you are valid in every decision you take. You get, as far as you're not inflicting pain on anyone around you coming out. If you think coming out will better help alleviate your issues, fine. If you think not coming out will alleviate your issues, fine. But what I want you to first put in cognizance, in mind, is your security, your financial security, your physical security. Just make sure that whatever decision you're taking is not going to worsen your situation. Because if you don't have a life, there's nothing to live to enjoy after the story is being told. So that's very important for me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for having us. I so much appreciate it.
You
have a nice day. All right. So I am here with Mr. Robert, and I just want to know your thoughts about the documentary that we just watched.
Oh, it was beautiful. I think the documentary really captures, a wide range of experiences, right? From acceptance, rejection, self-inflicted trauma, or even self-inflicted rejection, I would say, right? It really, I think it does what it sets out to do, really. Pass the message that, these people are human. It puts them out there, the people who participated were really very vulnerable. I think they allowed themselves to be very vulnerable, sharing their experiences. And I think that if more people saw it, they could probably have a look into the lives of these people, right? The stories that we don't usually tell, the battles that nobody knows about. And I think that if more people saw that, more people would be more sympathetic to the experiences of gay people, queer people generally. Yes, it was very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Roberts, for your time. And it's my pleasure.
Thank you very much.